Hello guys, once again this is Jacob John from Tiju's Academy. Many a times I have seen candidates as speaking, but when they go on speaking, it seems like they are not at all familiar with the role play card that they have in their hand. In this short video, let me just tell you how to tackle the role play card that you are getting. Okay, so what I was speaking is about when you get a role play card in your hand, the first thing that you have to do is identify what are the different parts of a role play card. Of course, when you're studying in a center or an institution, you will be getting both the interlocutor card as well as the candidate card. But when you're appearing for your official OET 2.0 speaking sub-test, you will be only handed over the candidate card, isn't it? Yes, it is. So a role play card is often divided into setting, scenario, and the tasks. So what is a setting? We can just say that setting is an environment, a circumstance, or a vicinity that actually lets you assume where you're standing and continuing your conversation are going to start a conversation with the interlocutor or the examiner who's sitting right in front of you. Coming down, you have the scenario. And that's a short paragraph that you see in a role play card. Once when you get the scenario, it's really mandatory for you to read it appropriately and wisely. If you want, you can encircle. If you want, you can underline. Whatever you want to do, you can do with this scenario. But let me ask you first, what is a scenario? A scenario is a brief description of who you are. Of course, you have to identify your role. Are you the head nurse? Are you the nurse manager? Are you the occupational health and safety nurse? Or are you the smoking cessation nurse? A lot of categories will be there in the nursing category of OET speaking sub-test. The second factor that you have to understand from the scenario is to whom are you speaking? You know that interlocutor or the examiner is having so many roles, but for your particular examination, they'll be taking up any single role. It can be either of a patient, a carer, a caregiver, relative, sibling, bystander, and whatnot. So you have identified who you are. Next, you are identifying to whom are you speaking. And the last factor that you have to keep in mind is about what are you going to speak. Is it about preparing a patient for a particular procedure, or post-procedure you're giving some sort of a health education regarding its management, whatever might be the case. So these three key factors you have to identify from the scenario. Last but not the least, there are a couple of tasks. Can be 7 tasks, 8 tasks, 10 tasks, 4 tasks, 5 tasks. You have no idea what are you gonna get. So what are these tasks in reality? In reality, these tasks are basic questionnaires that help you to start speaking, particularly keeping the setting as well as the scenario in your mind. Voila, that's it. That is how a role play card is divided into. Once again, setting, scenario, and tasks. So I think now you got a general idea about whenever you get a role play card, what all are the main important factors that you have to focus on and then go along with that. So, best of luck.